All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call on YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who will teach well, and a hearty shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, it's going to be about your livelihood, okay? That's what this title is going to be about. And your livelihood, according to the way of the world, is your financial means, something that can give you some form of security, okay? So let's look at this word livelihood. All right. And your true livelihood, okay, comes from the Lord. All right. Because the Lord is the one that provides you with the things that you have. All right. Not your job, not Esau Edom's money. All right. Nothing of that sort. All right. Livelihood. Salakia, livelihood. All right. And livelihood is about to be changed drastically here in the future. All right. It says a means of securing the necessities of life. Okay. And people's means of securing the necessities that they have for life or they need for their life is through a job, some form of a business, and through money. Okay. All right. And as we know, or as you've seen in the beginning of the article, all right, that money, the American dollar, is about to go bye-bye. All right. And this is good because this is what we want, because we want them to bring forth the RFID microchip. All right. We want them to start forcing people to get it so we can have the Lord come back and get us. All right. And we want World War III to happen. Okay. And as you see in the news, that the Lord has Russia lining up ships down there in Cuba. All right. You see that the BRICS nations are getting more individuals to sign up for their policies or their ways, or to become part of that system. All right. And all this is happening because the Lord wants to destroy America. The Lord wants to put his people into the place there where we belong, all right, which is in the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord Yahawah wants to set up his kingdom, all right. But this kingdom has to come down. America has to come down. So, with that being said, let me get some scriptures. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. It says, trust in Yahawah with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he will direct thy paths. All right. So your security, all right, comes from the Lord. Everything that you do comes from the Lord. All right. Everything that you do. All right. Everything that you receive comes from YAHAWAH. All right. So your livelihood should start with trusting in the Lord. All right. Because the Lord is the one that gives you everything. All right. And your livelihood should not start by trusting in the job, trusting in your supervisor, your manager, your company, whatever. Trusting in money. Trust in YAHAWAH. All right. Let's see. Let me go here. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 25. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahawah and Mammon, all right? So you can't trust in Esau Edom's system, the money, the security that he gives you, and trust in the Lord. You can't serve both of them, all right? You only can serve one, all right? Because guess what? As we see, and we're going to go into this article, America's livelihood, their security, which is backed by their dollar, which is backed by the oil reserve currency, all right, well, the oil reserve, which we're finna see that's going to be no more, all right? It's not going to be upheld by the oil anymore. So what do you think that's going to mean for you, all right? So this is why you need to start trusting in the Lord now. Start developing. That's Salakia, that relationship is trusting in the Lord now. Verse 26, this is the Lord Yahawah. Verse 25, this is the Lord Yahawah talking. It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? All right, food and clothes. The Lord's going to provide those things for you, so don't take thought of those things. Don't worry about what you eat tomorrow. Don't worry about what you're going to eat today. Don't worry about what you're going to wear. The Lord's going to provide all those things for you. That's where your security comes in. Trusting the Lord. Trusting that the Lord will provide those things for you. And he already has, because everything is predestinated, right? Verse 26 says, Salakia, got a little cold. It says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? And we are the Lord's chosen people. If the Lord has set up things for birds to eat, for animals to eat, he's going to make a way for you as well. All right. And this can come into the future and into right now. Right. Let's read a little bit of this. All right. Andrea Jiki explains the significant shift in global economics with the expiration of the long-standing petrodollar agreement between Saudi Arabia and the United States on June 9th, 2024. All right. That means it's over. The agreement that the United States had with Saudi Arabia, stating to them that if they allow oil to be traded in U.S. currency, the American government will provide them protection and military aid and whatever else that was within that agreement is done with. It says this system in place for 75 years marked the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency, granting economic stability across the rising asset and access to rising asset prices. The arrangement between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia helped preserve the U.S. dollar dominance over global trade. However, this past Sunday, the Saudi Arabian prince announced that he would not renew the contract, signaling a major change in the global financial landscape. You also got to think about, I'm going to put that up too, but you also got to think about the nations that's joining the BRICS currency. All right, that's coming up next. Who knows if Saudi Arabia might line up with them, right? It says this agreement, initiated after World War II, allowed the U.S. to control the world's energy, and its impact on the standard of living for Americans is substantial. The petrodollar system replaced gold and the standard of value and enabled the U.S. to maintain dominance over international trade. The reason behind Saudi Arabia's decision not to renew the contract are part of a larger story, and its impact and its implications for us and future generations are yet to fully be understood. And we know what's going to happen, all right, on a bigger sense. We know they're going to, at some point in time, because of certain aspects in life or certain things such as this, the Saudi Arabia dropping the dollar as them not extending their contract, they're going to roll out the CHIP eventually, all right? We know that's going to happen. And then we know for those that take it, they're going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, Revelation 14 and 9, all right? We know that's what's going to happen, all right? But the smaller, intricate details in between now and that rolling out, I don't know, right? But since we know that America is losing its dominance in the international trade market and in military in the military stance in regards to its recruiting numbers not being as high, all right, World War III is about to jump off, and people are not hip to joining the military, all right? But your livelihood should be in trusting in the Lord, not trusting in the dollar amounts that you have in your bank accounts, the materialistic things that you have. It's the Lord that your mind should be trusting in, not money. All right. Let's see. Let me go to Philippians 4:19, because it's the Lord that provides. Okay, this is Philippians chapter 4 and verse 19. It says, "But my power, all right, which is Yahawah, all right, shall supply all your need according to his riches and glory by Hamashiach Yahawashi." So Yahawashi, all right, through the Heavenly Father, is going to provide us everything that we need, all right? Everything that we need, all right? Let's look at that word need. Let's see if that word, all right, it says necessity, need, all right, and a requirement, all right, something that is a business, all right, in regards to a business, something that you need to make a transaction for something, all right. Let's say if you need some funds or you have something to barter with somebody, the Lord will provide that to you so you can get what you need. All right, the Lord's gonna give us what we need. So your livelihood should be trusting in YAHAWAH, not in money. All right, the Lord is going to give you the things that you need in life. All right, when money goes away, when the chip comes, all right, trust in the Lord for your livelihood. All right, the Lord is going to give you the things that you need in your life. All right, from now on, He's done it up until this point. He's going to continue to do it until you pass away. All right, Lord will you is edified. Trusting YAHAWAH, that's where your livelihood starts. Okay, that's where your livelihood is going to begin, and that's where it's going to continue to go. Right, it's not going to end because you're going to continue to trust in the Lord throughout the duration of your time. All right, and the Lord's going to give you what it is that you need for life. All right, so Lord will you is edified to the next time. Shalom.